Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
How are you?
Krishna.
I'm good. We'll just do the Mangala Charan and then we'll start the class directly.
Yeah, sure. Sri Ram.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So we'll go back to the qualities that Krishna is talking about, all the divine qualities. So we're talking about tranquility.
We can just chant once the shloka and not the translation, so that it'll be nice.
Okay. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir
Abhayam Sattva Samsuddhi.
Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi
Gnana Yoga Vyavastiti.
Dhanam Damascha Yajnascha
Danam
Danam
Damasya.
Namaste
Swadhyayastapa Arjavam.
Swadhyaya
Swadhyaya
Sapajavam.
Samadjavam.
I think some of you might know some groups, they call themselves Swadhyaya, right?
Yeah.
So Krishna is using the word here, Swadhyaya Tapa Arjavam. Swadhyaya means to study the scriptures, basically, which is what we are doing right now. Ahimsa Satyam Akrodhas.
Ahimsa Satyam
Satyam Akrodham Asnang
Akrodha. Krodha, Akrodha.
Krodhas.
Ahimsa Satyam Akrodhas.
Ahimsa Satyam
Himsa
Akrodhas.
Akrodha
Tyaga Shantir Apaishunam.
Tyaga
Tyaga
Shantir
Shanti
Apaitunam.
Rapaitunam
Daya Bhuteshu Aloluptam.
Daya Bhuteshu
Teshu
Aloluptam.
Loluptam
Mardavam Hrir Achapalam.
Madhavam Vir Achapalam.
Yachapalam
Tejaha Kshama Dhritir Saucham.
Tejaha Shamadriti
Shrutim
Saucham.
Saudam
Adroho Natimanita.
Adroho
Adroho
Natimanita.
Natimanika
Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim.
Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim.
Padam Daivim
Abhijatasya Bharata.
Abhijatasya
Abhijatasya
Bharata.
Bharata.
సో మనందరికీ ఏదో ఒక సంపద కావాలనుకుంటాం కదా. సో కృష్ణుడు ఇక్కడ చెప్తున్నాడు ఎలాంటి సంపద మనం సంపాదించాలి. దైవి సంపద. ఇవన్నీ దీస్ ఆర్ డివైన్ క్వాలిటీస్. ఈ సంపదని సంపాదించాలి. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద క్వాలిటీస్ దట్ వీఆర్ యాక్చువల్లీ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్. సో I'll go back to the PowerPoint. It's more easier. Okay. So we're talking about tranquility. So tranquility, manandar జీవితంలో there is pain, pleasure, happiness, unhappiness, ups and downs in life. So this is normal. కెరటాలు సముద్రంలో ఎలాగైతే నార్మల్, అలాగే ఇవన్నీ ద్వంద్వము, డ్యువాలిటీ ఇన్ దిస్ మెటీరియల్ వరల్డ్ ఇస్ వెరీ నార్మల్. సో అలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు, ఎలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఉన్నప్పుడైనా మనము దాన్ని కంట్రోల్ చేసుకుంటూ we have to fixed in our sadhana. So that is why this is very important to
So
be
we are not
tranquil.
controlling the situation.
No,
What
we
are
are
we
not
controlling?
controlling the situation. We are controlling our determination to continue the sadhana in any situation, either up or down. That is correct. అది మార్చలేం మనం, బికాస్ త్రిగుణాల వలన అన్ని జరుగుతున్నాయి.
There is another example, no, for tranquility, like how the rivers go into the ocean, and they are all constantly going, and then still the ocean is undisturbed.
Correct.
Is that a good example to give
That
for
is also a very
tranquility?
good example. Yes, that's also a very good example.
So we have to be, when all these situations come, it is we have to keep ourselves calm in that.
Swallow.
Yeah,
We should swallow all that.
yeah, or keep ourselves calm in every situation, ups
Yes.
and downs, difficulties, or good life also is actually, we have to be able to keep ourselves calm in that situation also, be equal.
So Krishna is not promising a calm ocean, but he is promising an unsinkable ship. That ups and downs will be there, but the ship will be unsinkable. That is a boat that you have to ride with Guru as your captain and the boat as Krishna. So that is a boat that we have to ride. And Krishna promises the entire ocean water will become so small, like as much as a footprint of a hoof of a footprint of a calf. Anta chinnadi aipotundi. So then you can easily cross. So all the boats, anything you go through, you can easily cross that. Anta
So
kashtam anipinchadu.
we are trying to increase our we are making ourselves better, not controlling the situation, but uplifting our understanding, or
Consciousness.
our consciousness, basically.
All the time to be Krishna conscious. All the time to be Krishna conscious. That is when we can cross this ocean of misery. This is an ocean of misery. So if we don't have this understanding, the very neophyte understanding is people may be God conscious at a very superficial level, but moment disturbance comes, then immediately they curse God. Why God is doing this to me? Why God is unfair to me? Why all the troubles only to my family only? That is a neophyte understanding. Neophyte ante vaadu mature avaledu inka. వాడికి అర్థం అవ్వలేదు. So he's all the time complaining to God. Why me? Why I'm suffering? But he will never complain when he gets the blessings. Why me? He'll never ask.
When the situation is positive. It's a negative, then Krishna is controlling.
Yes.
Positive, then he is controlling.
He
it's his
thinks,
work.
oh, see, I'm so intelligent. That's why I made it. That's why I got so much money. Immediately he'll change the plate. So we should not be like that. Aversion to fault finding. Now this is an important point. When you are able to when you will be not doing fault finding is only when you are humble. Moment you are proud, then immediately you think others are lower than you. I am better. See, I am so better. Oh, why that person is not able to do? So then you start finding faults. That is a very bad quality. So basically, when you are doing fault finding, it simply means we are not being humble. That's the immediate thing. So when you are proud, then you cannot chant the holy name also nicely. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives the real formula how Krishna's name can stay on your tongue constantly. Trunadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanena manadena kirtaniya sadahari. How do you chant the holy name of Krishna? Constantly sadahari. Kirtaniya sadahari. Eppudu cheyagalugutamu? When you are really, really humble. How humble? Trunadapi sunichena means like a gaddi parakakanna, even like a humbler than the blade of grass. When you're walking on the grass, will the grass protest?
No.
Grass will just bend its head. You trample me, no problem. Bend its head. That humble you have to be. In fact, it says more humbler than a blade of grass. That is Trunadapi sunichena. Tarorapi sahishnuna, and more tolerant than a tree. See, tree has only giving. Tree is giving fruits, tree is giving branches, tree is giving shade, and after everything, when the tree is old, they cut the tree also, and the tree is giving firewood also. So, and in all the circumstances, the tree is tolerating both heat, cold, rain, everything. And then the abuse also, or everything, whatever. The tree is so tolerant. So these are the qualities a devotee should acquire. So unless you acquire all these qualities, you cannot be chanting the holy name of Krishna. And then in that consciousness, you should giving respect to everyone. You should give respect to everyone. And these qualities are missing, then you become proud. So when you become proud, then you start seeing faults in others. Oh, I'm so good. Why this person is not able to do like me? So spotlight syndrome. That's, so that's called as spotlight syndrome. I am the best. I'm the best. All the time I'm the best. You know, spotlight? Spotlight in circus, that spotlight, it goes on everybody like that, right? Like that, in our life also, spotlight comes little bit time only. How long spotlight comes? Not long time. But just that 1 second, 2 second when it comes, we are so proud. In the big scale, our 5, 10 years, 20 years, or 100 years also is a small, small thing. That spotlight. So for that, we become so proud. So this Shastra is explaining as intoxication. Intoxication at when somebody is fully drunk, huh? Then he'll talk anything. He'll talk any nonsense. He'll say, oh, he's drunk, he's walking on the road. He'll say, oh, this is my house. It has no sense. He'll see White House and he'll say, this is my house. Does it have any meaning? No meaning. He will see some beautiful girl and he'll say, this is my wife. Anybody who's walking by, he'll say, this is my wife. Does it make any sense? No. And when he's talking like that, we are not intoxicated. So we'll be seeing, laughing. Everybody is laughing. Hey, what is this guy talking, right? That's a comedy. Like every movie has this kind of thing. When people are drunk and they talk all this nonsense, it looks like silly talk. Actually, the devotee of the Lord is able to see our intoxication. We are thinking, we are actually talking like that. We are thinking, this is my house, this is my family, this is my country. We are talking like that all the time. So we are in intoxication, we are talking. Before we became a engineer or a doctor, we don't have any idea of what that subject is. But moment we got the degree, we intoxicated. I'm thinking, I'm an engineer. I talk like engineer. I think like engineer. You got some money, success, then you think, oh, I'm a businessman. I'm like this. So that's the intoxication. So this intoxication is our biggest contamination. So it makes us forget our identity. Intoxication makes us forget And on top of this intoxication, we take more intoxication. All the three gunas, they are more intoxicating. So all these things, a pure devotee can see how we are suffering. This is compassion. This is compassion of a pure devotee on us. They are suffering in the mode, in the intoxicated mode. So compassion simply does not mean only those who have a, disability, maybe does not have a hand or a leg, or they are blind people. So we should show compassion. We say like that. That is material compassion, which is also good, better than not showing any compassion. But that compassion is also very superficial. Helping some disabled children, disabled people, somebody cannot talk, somebody cannot hear, so many disabilities are there. But the scripture is saying the biggest disability we have is we are intoxicated. So in intoxicated condition, we are become madman. See, in somebody who is in a mental asylum, will you show compassion to them or not? You do. They're mad people. What to do? They don't know what they're talking. But we are those people who are intoxicated and we are talking mad. Like a madman we are talking. But we think we are very advanced. So a pure devotee is one who is actually showing us compassion. If you don't take up to this Krishna consciousness today, then he knows what is the kind of suffering that we will be going through. What is the kind of suffering that we have no idea. If somebody takes away something from you, you see the pain. At that time, you will know the pain. Right now, you don't know the pain. Some thief comes and he'll steal something from you. How you feel? My God, you feel so terrible. The guy came, hard-earned money, he stole away. 10 lakhs I kept in my cupboard. He stole away. How bad you'll feel. Somebody stole it. Like that, everything will be stolen from us. Everything. Everything will be stolen. And at that time, we are not prepared. How much pain it is there for us. Some can tolerate the pain, some cannot tolerate the pain. And when death comes, it is terrible. We cannot tolerate. And then that is not the end. Then it will continue again and again and again. So a pure devotee is showing so much compassion. Please, please don't suffer. I have a medicine. Take this aushadhi, bhava aushadhi. Take this medicine. You'll become free from this. This is real compassion. And then freedom from covetousness. Yeah.
I wanted to say something. So
Sure.
when we have, see, in the material world, we are interacting with a lot of people. Then if we show that we are very humble, or then people, because we want to generally be as devotees, we want to be like that. How do we do when they are like not devotees, and other people? So if you are humble, people will stamp you. So how do you actually, balance it out? What is your opinion about that?
Yeah. Generally, people think to be humble means it's a sign of weakness. That's what, especially in the modern world, humility is viewed as. So, humility is not necessarily to be trampled upon. So, Prabhupada tells how to deal with. He says, when you are amongst the devotees, you should be meeker than a goat, very, very humble goat. But when you are in amongst karmis, or amongst non-devotees, You should be as vigilant as a tiger. So he doesn't say that you should be so humble in front of non-devotees. That's not the instruction. But in front of devotees, you should be very humble.
And you should not be
Because
the reverse.
non-devotees, and yes, and it should
In
be
front of
vigilant.
devotees.
You should be vigilant, extreme vigilant.
Yeah, it's a nice point.
Yeah.
Because in the originally, if if the society is all are same-minded, like-minded people,
Then it is
then
okay.
it's okay. But the thing is that people are
We
not
are not
same.
living.
So
We are not living in a society where all are devotees.
it's not Ram Rajya right now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we are in Kali Yuga. So in that case, because we are giving this instruction,
Yes.
how it has to be performed. So
Yes.
time, place, and circumstance. But in our heart, we should be humble. We should be
Yes.
always trying to help everyone have that in our heart. But don't let others, trample you just because, you want to be humble and then,
It should not be misunderstood. Humility
Yeah.
cannot be misunderstood.
Yeah.
And we should apply
And
it
of
in
course,
the right.
it's not that materially you don't want to be like, like a tiger also. Materially, no, we are
No,
not
we are
saying like
alert.
that.
We are
Yeah,
alert.
we're just alert. Yeah. To not give a chance to anybody just because you're humble and then, somebody is taking advantage of you.
Yes.
And,
So devotee is not foolish either.
yeah,
Devotee is not foolish either.
yeah.
That also should not be
Yeah.
understood,
So because,
misunderstood.
yeah, humility has to come with these two caveats that you have to
Yes.
be alert and not be foolish.
Yes.
We can go forward.
So freedom from covetousness. Covetousness means you want to grab somebody else's property. That's very bad. Just like the main problem with Duryodhan was that he always wanted everything what others had. That's very bad. So whatever, according to our own means, karma, we have got, we should be happy with it. We should never try to steal from others, snatch from others. So that's a very bad quality. That's considered demoniac quality, actually. You want to grab somebody else's property. And then being gentle. So devotees are naturally very, very gentle to handle. And that's one of the features of their being very gentle and being very modest and gentle are the main reasons when Kunti was serving Durvasa Muni, she was actually given in charge to actually feed him. So seeing her qualities, Durvasa Muni was so attracted. My God, so beautiful, so gentle this lady is, and so nicely she is serving. So Durvasa Muni gave all the benediction to Kunti Devi because of her natural qualities. These are all the natural qualities of devotees, being very gentle and modest. So modesty is also arbhatamu. Arbhatamu undadu. Very simple. Just no show. Just like they say, empty vessel makes more sound, right? So it's the opposite of being modest. So you want to all the time show off. One who is not modest, all the time they want to speak unnecessarily. They want to make a show that, I know this, I know that, I know this, I know that. They want to just empty talk. They want to do. And that kind of, they are not modest at all. That's the opposite. And then finally, steady determination. This is very important quality. So especially when our mind is disturbed by Rajoguna and Tamoguna, then you cannot have steady determination. You might find there are a lot of people who are showing this steady determination for material achievement, but their goal, they're very passionate to get name, fame, or money. They're also very determined to make a big company, make all that. But when it comes to spiritual progress, spiritual goals, to pursue them, you have to be situated in mode of goodness. But if Rajoguna and Tamoguna bothers you, this determination will not stay. It will be wavered. It's very difficult. So it is very important to remain in Sattva Guna if we have to pursue our spiritual goals. So
Steady
Vigor,
determination would mean nishtha
it's Nishtha. Yeah.
in another
So
way.
Krishna also tells another sloka for that. Bhogaisvarya prasaktanam tayapahruta chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. Vyavasayatmika buddhi means if you have several distractions in your life, then you can never achieve this samaudhavna vidhiyate. You cannot achieve this samadhi. Samadhi means one-pointed determination and focus. You cannot get it. And the reason Krishna says is because you are multi-branched. You have multi-branched goals, not one goal. You cannot fix on one thing. You want this also, you want that also, you want everything. Your mind is everywhere. So you cannot achieve this. And that happens because of Rajoguna. Rajoguna bothers you too much.
But
So
then
Sat,
but we have to be having some determination because we are living. So we need to have, yeah, we have to have spiritual goals, but some material goal also we should have. No, it should have a very balanced way, right? How do you say that?
so if your main goal is spiritual life, and to support that goal, if you do any job or maintenance of whatever you need for that, if you do, then that is not a material goal anymore. That is a spiritual goal. You cannot have two separate.
Mhm.
You
For
cannot think
practicing Krishna consciousness, you need to be in a particular mode. So
mode.
if that is helping you, so that is also part of your goal.
Correct. That goal is supporting the primary goal.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So if you are thinking my material life is separate and my spiritual life is separate, then your understanding is not aligned. It is not aligned. Everything has to be only one goal, to please Krishna.
Mm.
So to practice that, I need some place, some shelter. So I'm having a house. So for maintaining that, I have a job. So all that is to support only spiritual life. Then all the goals are aligned.
Mm.
But if I have a separate agenda, no, I want to enjoy like this separately. Once in a while, I will also practice spiritual life. Then you have split agenda. That's not
Mm.
very mature way of practicing spiritual. That is uh, mixed devotion. We are not, or the scripture is not promoting mixed devotion.
Or rather, it's just giving us the highest how it is supposed to be. And then there will
No,
be so many
even
different shades of
no,
the same
that
thing that you're following. Everybody cannot
no,
follow
no,
the
there is a
highest, right?
difference. No, there is difference. You're practicing pure bhakti, but you are falling short of pure bhakti. That there is a difference.
Mm.
But there is another way of practicing bhakti with mixed devotion, which is allowed. That is another way. That's pravriti marga and nivriti marga. We are not in the path of enjoyment. We are in the path of renunciation. That has to be clear.
We
You
are in
might,
Nivritti Marga.
yes, we are not practicing pure devotion maybe right now today, but we are on the path of pure devotion. That should be clear.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a difference
Kama
otherwise.
bhakti,
Yeah,
sakama bhakti.
so you're not wanting to enjoy, and bhakti is not to enjoy, you're not doing bhakti. So it kind of like that. So
Yes.
your goal is
Your
that you want to
bhakti
do
is not
bhakti.
to support your material life. That is the
Mhm.
point.
Hmm. Material life
Anybody,
is actually supporting your bhakti.
but
Hmm.
eventually you have a clear understanding that I want to practice pure devotion. Is there any confusion there? Anybody would like to ask a question to clarify that? Or that's a very nice point.
Prabhupada very clearly told his devotees, his disciples, that I am teaching you pure devotion. Are you ready to learn that? And are you ready to follow whatever is needed to do pure devotion, to become a pure devotee? Actually, Prabhupada himself is a pure devotee. He wants us to become a pure devotee, and he's giving us the guidelines how to actually progress and come to that. So I think this is a very good point. First, you make that goal, and then everything is supporting that goal. That is the
Yes.
difference.
So Bhagavatam begins with this sloka. Dharma prognita kaitava dharma. So just like you take a broom and you broom all the dust from the floor, and then what do? You throw it. You throw that dust. Like that, Bhagavatam begins with this dharma prognita kaitava. అంటే కైతవ ధర్మాన్ని ఫస్ట్ పారే. You are not practicing dharma for the purpose of material benefit.
Like
That is the
dharma,
first
artha,
thing.
kama, moksha.
Moksha.
Dharma,
We
artha.
are not. I completely sweep out. We are not in the path of dharma, artha, kama, moksha. No. We are just sweeping that away. But generally people don't understand. So just for preaching purposes, somebody might say something. We encourage, okay, it's nice, you're doing. But that's not the goal. We are actually practicing, trying to understand. First, try to understand what is the difference between Shuddha Bhakti and Sakama Bhakti. We are not, okay, we understand if you cannot practice Shuddha Bhakti right now, you are encouraged. Kama Bhakti also is okay, encouraged. But it is in a different category. It is not Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha.
Hmm. Okay.
So that distinction should be made. Okay. So next is vigor. Vigor means lot of enthusiasm. So you don't do a sloppy job. So when you're approaching Krishna, there's no sloppy job. You want to be alert and full of life. You want to give yourself full of life.
Enthusiastic?
Enthusiastic. Yeah, it is fully enthusiastic. You are performing devotional service with full of enthusiasm. So that is what you have to be in. And forgiveness. Forgiveness, devotee, he is thinking, how can you cannot offend me. I'm nobody. I'm already a very, very meek um, person. I'm
In
just a servant. How can you offend a servant? So devotee doesn't take any offense. Just like Ambarish Maharaj, he did not take any offense when Durvas Muni said, "Oh, you ate before me." He is a king. Imagine a king. He is not taking any offense, and he was readily forgiving. When the situation came, he was not even taking offense. What to speak of holding back? So immediately he was very, very forgiving. So that is also a natural quality. So you don't keep anything in your heart. when, oh, that person treated me badly. No, nothing. You see, all the Pandavas, how much they have gone through. But when it came to the end, Yudhishthira Maharaj had nothing, no problem. He excused all the Kauravas. He even hugged uh, Dhritarashtra. He had no problem. So that's a very kind, forgiving nature of devotee. Fortitude. Uh, Fortitude is also a very wonderful quality. Devotees are, I think it's translated as Hirir. Hirir, I think. Second.
Fortitude, it says, fortitude, strength of mind that enables a person to meet danger or bear pain or hardship with courage.
Yeah, I'm looking for the English
English
translation.
only, no, I'm telling. Acha,
No,
even
Sanskrit.
oh, Sanskrit word. Okay. Dhrita, Shama
Dhriti.
Dhritihi.
Dhriti means determined, like a rock.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Dhritihi.
Dhriti, like a Dhrudanishta, like that. Dhriti.
Mm-hmm. Prabhupada has translated it in English as strength of mind that
Yeah.
enables a person to meet danger or bear pain or hardship with courage.
Hmm.
So to have courage, basically.
Hmm. So you never, because you are always fixed in Krishna, so the devotee is never. Hrir means one should be very modest. Modest is translated as Hrir.
Mm.
So, and then finally,
We have Saucham.
Saucham, clean. So cleanliness is not just only in the external cleanliness. Cleanliness is in the mind and the speech and thought. Karmana manasa vacha is clean in all his actions, in his speech, and in his mind. So that is cleanliness. And then anything we forgot?
Adrohaha. We have some more, little more. Freedom from envy.
Freedom from envy and passion for honor. All the time people do some small work also, and they're expecting I will get praise for this work. All the time in the mind, they're thinking, oh, I did this, I should get some recognition immediately. Small donation somebody gives, then he'll ask, my name will come on the wall somewhere. Everybody has to see. So that is not a very good quality, because he's thinking he is a data, he is a donor. So he wants to be appreciated. So that is not a quality of a devotee. In fact, that's a quality of a demon, because the demons are thinking, I am the data, I am the giver. But a devotee knows, no, everything belongs to Krishna. How can I be the giver? I'm not the owner, I'm not the proprietor. So I cannot be the giver. But he is naturally charitable, does not mean anything. But one who is not a devotee, he is constantly looking for that. And then if somebody else takes that position, then he becomes envy. He is envious, he is jealous, starts with jealous, enviousness. So because you have envy because you want to have that limelight. You want to be that person. You want to be praised by everybody like that. So these are all the qualities of devotees. And those which are not in this set are all demoniac qualities, which we are more familiar with. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all those things. We are all very familiar with all that. And then how a demon thinks and plans, that is also given in the rest of the 16th chapter. Everything else is given like that.
We
So
will go over those next week, right?
next time, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I can stop now.
Anybody has
Okay.
questions they can ask?
Question.
రాజు కవిటస్నెస్ అంటే ఏంటి?
పక్కవాడిది కావాలి, పక్కవాడికి ఏముందో అది నాది.
అంటే నాకున్నది కాక ఆడది కూడా నాకు కావాలి.
మెయిన్ అది మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్.
అది
పక్కవాడి తీసేసుకోవడం అది మెయిన్ క్వాలిటీ.
A strong wish to have something, especially something that belongs to someone else.
పక్కడిది బాగుంది.
Especially this goes with extramarital relations. He's not happy with his wife. And he wants more. It begins there. That
otherwise also it could be for
also
anything.
Everything. It is for everything.
Material,
but that
any
is the
material
biggest
thing.
cancer. That is the biggest cancer.
And when you don't get that, you become angry or jealous or envious. You know, all of these qualities are negative. So the devotee doesn't have these actually. Even if somebody has a big house or big car or anything, the devotee doesn't have such. Okay, he'll not have desire. Oh, I don't have it. In fact, he'll think that person deserves it. That's why he has it. Whatever Krishna desires, that is why he got it. So again, he'll think like that. So
it begins very early, from school life only.
చిన్న పిల్లలకి అది ఉంటది అనుకో.
No. Krishna explains. Arjuna, you're born with divine qualities. But there are some who are born with demoniac qualities. In the next sloka only he will explain. And then, of course, with good association, people can change.
Yeah.
Like
Those who have bad qualities also.
Prahlad Maharaj, all his friends are demons only. But with good association like Prahlad, they all change.
Right.
Association is very strong. A good person also can become, in association, can, lose his good qualities.
Like Ajamila.
So similarly.
Ajamila was a great, nice Brahmana.
Yeah.
But bad association, he left his family, wife, beautiful wife, children, and then he married a prostitute.
Yeah.
And just to satisfy her, he started doing robbery, thieves, murders. Like that.
But such a person also, the Krishna's name, Narayana's name is so powerful that, all the karma was dissolved. And then when
just by chanting Narayana.
Without any offenses. Offenseless chanting is so powerful. That's what we are trying to do. Why are we chanting?
Bhagavatam has that story. In Bhagavatam, that story of Ajamila is there only to highlight such a sinful person. Not even one good quality he had, but at the time of death, without offense, he was able to chant the name of Narayana.
కొడుకు పేరు నారాయణుడు అని పెట్టుకున్నాడు కదా. నారాయణ
No expectation. Without expectation, zero expectation, you can chant the name of Narayana. That is offenseless chanting. So actually it says one chanting of name of Hari. Ante Hari ante harinchukupoyevadu. So there is a beautiful poetry. ఏమిటయ్యా నువ్వు హరి ఎలాంటి దొంగవి నువ్వు అంటే, మేము ఎంతో కష్టపడి ఎన్నో జన్మల నుంచి ఎన్నో పాపాలు మూట కట్టుకున్నాం. అవన్నీ అంత సులువుగా నువ్వు హరించేసావు. మాకు తెలియనే తెలియదు ఎప్పుడు నువ్వు హరించేసావో. అంత ఎక్స్‌పర్ట్ దొంగవి నువ్వు. ఇన్‌ఫాక్ట్ ఇంకో శ్లోకం ఉంటుంది భాగవతంలో. హరి అంటే ఎంత పాపాలు పోతాయి అంటే, నువ్వు అన్నిటికన్నా బెస్ట్ టాప్ మోస్ట్ సిన్ఫుల్ పర్సన్‌ని తీసుకొస్తే ఆడన్ని పాపాలు చేస్తాడు. చేయగలడు. అలాంటి వాడు అన్ని పాపాలు చేయగలిగేవాడు కూడా హరి నామం జపిస్తే అన్ని పాపాలు చేయలేడు. ఎందుకంటే హరి అన్ని పాపాలు కూడా హరించేస్తాడు, పోగొట్టేస్తాడు. వాడు అంత ఎక్స్‌పర్ట్ పాపి కూడా అన్ని పాపాలు చేయలేడు. There is a sloka like that.
But then again, there is a caveat.
చేసిన మోక్షం వస్తుంది హరినామస్మరణ వలన. పాపాలు చేసినా కూడా హరినామస్మరణ వలన.
అదే అక్కడ కేవియట్ ఏంటి అంటే, ఒక్కసారి ఇఫ్ యు చాంట్ ప్యూర్లీ హరే కృష్ణ మహామంత్రం, బట్ మళ్ళీ ఆ పాపాలు చేయకూడదు. అప్పుడు చేస్తే మళ్ళీ ఈ ఎఫెక్ట్ రాదు. దెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ శుద్ధ భక్తి ఎనీమోర్. అది.
So just because you got
అందుకనే ప్రభుపాద్ ఫస్ట్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఏంటి అంటే, నా డిసైపుల్ అవ్వాలి అంటే యు మేక్ అగ్రిమెంట్ ఫస్ట్. ఫస్ట్ అగ్రిమెంట్, ఐ విల్ నాట్ డూ సిన్ఫుల్ యాక్టివిటీ ఎనీమోర్. And then chant Hare Krishna. Only then you can consider, I'll consider you as my disciple. Otherwise, you are not my disciple. You are on your own.
Okay.
So that is very important condition.
Yeah.
Offenseless chanting. Offenseless chanting.
On the basis of chanting, you cannot do sinful actions. On the basis that I have this, sword, I have a tool. With this tool, I can go on doing offenses, or I can do all sinful activity, and I'll just chant Hare Krishna, and it will, cut off, nullify all of those sins. So that is a very big offense, and it doesn't work like that. And that devotee, Ajamil, the next point is that even though he did not die at that time, so even though both came to take him, the Vishnu Dutas and Yamadutas, finally both of them left him. And he left everything and he went to Badrika Ashram. And over there he chanted for the remaining time. And finally he got moksha. Then he went. So it's not that one time he chanted and then, he immediately went back. No. So to go back to Krishna, we have to purify ourselves completely, 100%. Only then. It's not a fluke, that, I'll be able to chant. But even after chanting, he had to still become connected with the Lord. Only then he actually went back to Vaikuntha. When he again, left his body, that time Vishnu Dutas came and then they took him in the aeroplane. So that is the completion of the story. Many people don't know the second part actually. Many people think that at that time Vishnu Dutas took his body, actually took that soul and went away. But it wasn't like that.
అందరూ ఇక్కడ దాకా చెప్తారు మాతాజీ. నారాయణ అని పిలిచాడు మోక్షం వచ్చేసిందనే చెప్తారు. ఫుల్ స్టాప్ పెట్టేస్తారు.
కరెక్ట్. అక్కడ ఫుల్ స్టాప్ లేదు. అందుకే దిస్ ఇస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద కంటిన్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టోరీ. అన్లెస్ యూ డోంట్ ప్యూరిఫై, బికాస్ వైకుంఠకి వెళ్ళాలంటే ఒక చిన్న ఒక వాట్ యు సే, బై ఫ్లూక్ యూ కెనాట్ గో టు వైకుంఠ. It's not a fluke.
You have to be completely pure. As pure as Vishnu.
As pure as Vishnu. Only then only you can enter that place. Because if we have these all, if we don't have these 25 qualities, then we will be a misfit over there in the spiritual world. Right? Over here in Kali Yuga only we cannot, practice all of these qualities. If we don't have these qualities, then we will be a misfit over there. So that is why Krishna makes sure that this is the place you completely purify yourself, have these qualities. There is no chance that if you did not have these qualities, there is a shortcut you will go. No, you still have to have if you are going back to Krishna.
Correct.
So, yeah, but
Hare
Prabhupada
Krishna,
will help us.
Prabhu.
Prabhupada will help us, but
Lalita
at the
garu,
same time, we
Lalita,
have to
I
work
think
on
Lalita
these.
is saying.
Yeah, I just wanted to complete that. Yes, Lalita Mataji, Chappandi.
ప్రభు ఇందాక చెప్పారు కదా ప్రభుపాద్ నా డిసైపుల్ అవ్వాలంటే అదొకసారి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయరా తెలుగులో?
4 నియమాలు పాటిస్తానని ఒప్పుకొని అప్పుడు హరే కృష్ణ మంత్రం చేస్తేనే
ఓకే
యూ
ఓకే
క్యాన్ బి ఎ డిసైపుల్. అది
ఓకే వాయిస్ ఇందాక కట్ అయిపోయింది, అర్థం
ఓకే
కాదు. ఓకే ఓకే.
Any other questions or comments?
అవి అడిగితే లేట్ అయిపోతుంది, మళ్ళీ మీరు ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలనుకుంటున్నారు?
పర్వాలేదు, ఒక 10-15 minutes పర్వాలేదు, చెప్పండి.
నాకేం లేవులే, ఎవరో చెప్పడం.
ఓకే, మీరు ఎప్పుడు అడగరు, అందుకే నేను అనుకున్నాను మీకు ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్ ఉంది.
డౌట్ వచ్చిందేమో. బాగా తెలిస్తే డౌట్స్ వస్తాయి, ఏమి తెలియదు అందుకని డౌట్స్ రా.
లేదంటే అన్ని తెలిస్తే.
కరెక్ట్. ప్రభు మీకు ఖాళీ అయినప్పుడు ఒకసారి 25 క్వాలిటీస్ మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి ప్రభు తెలుగులో, మన
అక్కడ ఉన్నాయి కదండి, చదవండి లలిత్ గారు, అక్కడ ఉన్నాయి కదా చదువుకోండి, రోజుకో 4 చదువుకోండి చాలు.
ఆవిడ అడుగుతున్నారు, తెలుగు చెప్పమంటున్నారు 25 క్వాలిటీస్. సరే చూద్దాము, దేవుడు ఎవర్ హీ వాంట్స్. ఖాళీ ఉన్నప్పుడు మేబీ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు డూ లైక్ దాట్, నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ప్రభుకి హాలిడే ఉంది, మీకు పర్వాలేదంటే he can do. I'm talking on his behalf. He has to finally say if it's okay or not. So if he can,
ఓకే అయితేనే
అంటే ఆయన he can put it in the group that those who want to hear Telugu, maybe we can have, because this is very important. What you are asking correct ఉంది, ఎందుకంటే ఈ 25 పాయింట్స్ మన హృదయంలో చాలా స్ట్రాంగ్ గా ఉండాలి. ఈలాగా మనము see, you have to know if we are going to a journey towards that or not. Are we having any of these qualities, or little of the qualities, or none of the qualities? Are we having little at least? Are we progressing? So train lo velletappudu, if we are going in that direction, so this stop is coming. Okay, yeah, our train is going in the correct direction. If it is not coming, so then you are going in the wrong direction maybe. So make sure you are in the correct train. So, or do something else, what you are doing is not working. So that is why.
అవి తెలుగులో ఉంటే ఒకసారి అలా స్క్రీన్ మీద పెట్టి, ఇప్పుడు ఇంగ్లీష్ పెట్టావు కదా, అలాగా తెలుగు ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ లో ఉంటే ఒకసారి స్క్రీన్ మీద పెట్టావంటే
we can have.
ఆల్రెడీ తెలుగులో మీరు అందరూ చదివారు కదా, I can put it again, no problem.
I think we want only if somebody what you can do is somebody who is very good in writing Telugu, ఆయన పెడతారు అవి మీరు తెలుగులో రాసేసి, you can write and then take a photo of it. How do you think of that?
That also I can do.
Yeah, because it will be easier that way. You have it in the it's anyway Bhagavad Gita kada, Bhagavad Gita to అందరి దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి. అందులో నుంచి we choose.
క్వాలిటీస్ అన్ని ఉంటాయి. అది లాస్ట్ లో మళ్ళీ ఇంకొక అధ్యాయం ఏదో ఉంది కదా, దైవాసర్గంలో అవన్నీ వస్తాయి మళ్ళీ.
అదే ఇది
అవి తెలుగులో కూడా అవన్నీ వస్తాయి.
తెలుగులో ఇక్కడ తెలుగులో అన్ని రాస్తున్నాయి, తెలుగులో ఉన్నాయి.
అంతే అది ఒకసారి మెసేజ్ లాగా పెట్టే, లేకపోతే
ఓకే
we can put it.
మన చదివిద్దా
ఇప్పుడు చదివి
మనం చదివి
ఇదే చదువుతున్నా ఇప్పుడు. పెడతాను, అదొక్కటే తీసి పెట్ట,
అదొకటి పెట్టేసి మళ్ళీ చూసుకోవటానికి వీలు.
Okay, so no questions. We will stop the class here. So
Sure.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की
Jai,
भगवद गीता पाठ की
Jai,
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
Jai,
Savior of the whole world, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
All glories to the assembled
Hare
devotees.
Krishna,
All glories to the assembled
Hare
devotees.
Krishna.
All glories and glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Jai Shri
Vancha
Jai
kalpatarubhyasya cha kripa sindhubhya eva
Pansindubhyeva
cha
cha
patitanam
patitanam
pavanebhyo
pavanebhyo
vaishnavebhyo namo
vaishnavebhyo namo
namaha.
namaha.
अनंत कोटि
Hare
वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील
Jai.
प्रभुपाद
Jai
की जय, అసెంబుల్ సారే భక్తోं की जय. హరే కృష్ణ. అండ్ వీక్
Krishna.
లో ఒకవేళ మేము క్లాస్ చేయగలిగితే వి విల్ డూ, వి విల్ లెట్ యు ఆల్ नो. తెలుగులో डिवोटीज, तेलुगु डिवोटीज कह रहे हैं कि तेलुगु में बोलने के लिए 25 ये जो अभी हमने सीखे हैं ना, तो मे बी वीक में अगर छुट्टी होगी और प्रभु कर पाएंगे क्लास, तो हम वो तेलुगु में क्लास करेंगे. आप लोग आ सकते हैं, बट जो बट इट्स ओके, यू नो. है तो आधा तो संस्कृत ही रहता है. आपको आधी आधी अभी थोड़ी थोड़ी समझ में भी आ गई होगी
आ गया.
तेलुगु इतने
Years
सालों से.
అయిపోయింది 3 years అయిపోయింది
अरे